I'm going to show you another chromatic exercise today. Not as musical as the last lesson, but still an important lesson. This one is actually going to be a true chromatic scale. The last one wasn't really a true chromatic. There were 4 notes per string, and we just crossed strings evenly, keeping the same frets. It's easier that way. This one we're actually going to stay chromatic. That is, we're not going to skip any notes. We're still going to play all the strings, but we're not going to skip any notes. We're going to go through the entire musical alphabet. And we're going to start on the same place as we did with the last chromatic exercise. It's going to be with the index finger on the 6th string, 5th fret, and that's the A note. So, and it's still going to be 4 notes per string, but we're going to be shifting. So there's going to be a lot of shifting in this particular exercise. It's going to sound like this. Alright, that's the ascending, then we're going to descend, we're coming back down, and it's another circular type exercise. You can keep going on and on and on until you resolve somewhere. So I got the first 4 notes, which is 6th string, 5th fret, 6th, 7th, 8th fret. Then I'm going to go to the 5th string, but instead of playing 5, 6, 7, 8 frets again, I'm going to shift it down and play 4, 5, 6, 7. So we've got this. 6th string, frets 5, 6, 7, 8. 5th string, frets 4, 5, 6, 7. 4th string, frets 3, 4, 5, 6. 3rd string, frets 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, because of the tuning of the guitar, we're just going to play the same frets again, but we're going to play the 2nd string. So it's going to be, again, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 2nd string. Then, shifting as normal again, we're going to play frets 1, 2, 3, and 4 on the 1st string. And then we're going to shift for the descending. So we're going to shift the pinky up 1/2 step, or 1 note, 1 fret, to here. So that shift again is this. We've shifted it in a previous lesson, so this should be a little bit familiar, but here's the shift again. Pinky shift up, and begin the descending. And on that first descending part, those 4 notes, we're playing on the 1st string, and the frets are 5, 4, 3, 2. Now on the next string, the 2nd string, it's going to be 6, 5, 4, 3. And then on the next string, the same frets, because of the tunings of the guitar. 6, 5, 4, 3, and then shifting as normal. And then shift again. When you run out of strings and frets, you're going to shift down with the index finger to here, to the 1st note. So that shift on the bottom is going to look like this. Shift down 1, and then back up again. So here is what that's going to sound like with the metronome. I'm going to play this at 16th notes instead of 8th notes. And I'm just going to set it to, I'll try 50. So 50 beats a minute I got it set at. I'm going to play 4 notes per beat. Those are 16th notes. And I'm going to start on the A note here. 6th string, 5th fret, index finger. I'm going to count it out. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and going on and on, just like with most of the other exercises. So that's your chromatic exercise of the day, and that one is a true chromatic exercise. There's no note skipping. We're shifting all over so that we don't have to skip any notes. All right. The second part of this lesson is going to be the A chord, and actually the 2nd and 3rd part. So I'm going to show you an A minor as well. So turn this metronome off. We don't really need that anymore for this lesson. the A chord. The A string, which is the 5th string, is open. And then you're going to use your index finger, your middle finger, and your ring finger, all in order. Your index finger is going to be on the 4th fret, 2nd string. Your middle finger is going to be on the same 2nd fret. It's going to be on a different string. So your index finger, let's play that note first. Index finger, 2nd fret, 4th string. Middle finger, 2nd fret again with the 3rd string. See, we got this so far. Open, 2nd fret, 2nd fret. Now the last note is going to be played with the ring finger, 2nd fret again. So all the fretted notes here are on the 2nd fret, just different strings. So the ring finger is going to be on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. We play them all, we got this. This is A. Voila. Now, a great way to toughen your fingers up for the purpose of barring, much later we'll get into barring chords, I'm sure. Actually, not that much later. There's a couple basic chords that you use bars on. But to get your finger used to that, we're just going to lay the index finger across the 2nd fret. Now, since all those fretted notes are on the 2nd fret, we can do that. We don't have to arch that finger. So this is another way of playing that same chord. I'm just gonna bar my first finger across the 2nd fret, leaving the 5th fret open. So I'm just barring it across the 2nd fret, 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings. It's going to sound like this. It's just the same as the original way that I showed you of fretting it just now with the first 3 fingers. But get used to playing it both ways so that you continue to build your calluses, you learn how to play the chord the right way, and also you can begin working on toughening up your finger, the bottom part of your finger, for playing chords like that. You can also, if you want to, you can toughen up your other fingers, like you can lay your middle finger across the 2nd fret, your ring finger, then the most difficult, which is the pinky. Let's see if I can do it. One of those notes didn't come through all the way, but that's a tough one. There we go. See, I can get that too. And that's your A chord. So practice that with the barring of the finger, at least the index finger, and also by using the 3 fingers that I showed you. Now next is an A minor. I'm just going to change one note because remember in a previous lesson, there's really only one note difference between a major and a minor chord. So that note that we're going to change is going to be the note on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. You're going to play the 1st fret on that 2nd string. Everything else is the same. Now to do that, you're going to switch the order of your fingers a little bit. So you are going to put your middle finger on, well, where the index finger once was, you're going to put your middle finger, which is the 4th string, 2nd fret. And on the 3rd string, 2nd fret, you're going to put your ring finger, and then your index finger is going to go on the 2nd string, 1st fret, and it's going to sound like this. Still playing only the 4 middle strings, which would be the 5th string, 4th string, 3rd string, and 2nd string. So that's it. And then practice going between the 2 major and minor. So we've got major, and minor. And that concludes today's lesson.